Magnification volume 0%.
Good afternoon. I am Blind Prime, and you are watching Blindformers. And for today, I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Huffer, the Autobot with an attitude about work. He just always moaning, complaining, just nothing ever seems to work out right for Huffer. And, you know, you don't see that many times in Transformers. I think the most major character that I can think of that was similar to Huffer in the fact that he was always moaning and complaining is Rat Trap. Like, personally speaking, I think Huffer and Rat Trap are spiritually connected in some form or fashion. Maybe Rat Trap is like an ancestor of Huffer or something, but their personalities were way too similar for anything else. But other than that, when push came to shove, Huffer here would always stand up for the Autobots. He was a complainer and a griper, but if the work needed to be done, Huffer did it. And he complained about it, but it got done, and sometimes better than how the other Autobots did it. He gets a lot of flack for just not willing to go with the program all the time. But honestly speaking, crash landed on a planet, you're being hunted by evil robots. Mental breaks are bound to occur. And, Huffer was a great example of mental strain on an individual. This dude had lived for thousands of years and lost most of his everything. So, anyway, let's get into the talking about the figure and not talking about the character. So, here we go with Bumblebee. Bumblebee and Huffer here. Let's get a good little spot right next to each other. Come on, stand up straight, Bumble. Huffer, I swear to God, you stand up straight too. We don't have time for y'all screwing around. All right. Let's see, right there. So Bumblebee comes all the way up to Huffer's shoulder, head to shoulder. So Huffer is just literally a head taller than Bumblebee. Haha. All right, let's get the Lego mat out. Oh Lord, there it is. I did been doing some rearranging with my entire way of filming over the past week. Hence why the video's late. So I'm seeing is Huffer's head is actually hard to get to. I guess I'll just measure it there. Oh, so 16? Really? No way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. Really? You're just 16 studs tall? My God, you're short. How tall is Bumblebee? I forgot. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. So Bumblebee, you're like 12 studs tall. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. This guy is 16 studs tall. He is, next to Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, the shortest one I think I've talked about on the show. So, let's get to his transformation now. And it's pretty simple, guys. First off, you want to remove his cool shield. People talk about the little rectangular hole in it, and they're like, I don't understand that. And I go, no, it's paying homage to Gundam. That's a good little homage maker right there. Have a little rectangular slit in your tower shield. That's actually also kind of historical. So, I'm going to take off his little gun there. And let's get this guy started. So first off, what you want to do is grab his backpack, which is an entire top of a vehicle, and just move it. It's on a double hinge, so just move it all the way as far up as possible. It can like halfway curl over the top of the head. That's all you really need right now. You just need it out of the way. Next up, we need the arms out of the way. So raise them off to the sides like you're hanging him on a cross, and then grab both of his arms in your hands and pull them. Not too much now, but you just need to pull them until they disengage from the body, and you can hear those little clicks. That means that we have actually accomplished our task of disconnecting him from the body. Okay, now that the arms are sitting off to the sides, let's work on the legs. So what you want to do is the foot pad that has the heel actually flips around all the way. I'd say, 275 degrees? And maybe 185. Anyway, they fold over and slap into the tops of his, the front of his legs. So there you go. Those are done. And then you just fold them inwards around. So each leg rotates 180 degrees so that um, the legs will actually fit in there nice and neat, and the wheels will be facing the right direction. Close that down. I would like to state something about this figure at this moment because I just realized it. That's my one gripe with him. Two. I have two. It's his hands and these wheels on his legs. There's literally enough space inside this leg compartment here so that the wheel could fold inside when he's totally transformed into robot mode, and I have no idea why they didn't do that. I would really like to see one of those add-on companies come through and make new add-on legs for him that have the wheels that just fold in, because that would be really neat. So after we folded the legs together, back on the subject, we're going to go ahead and move the arms down. Now, these arms are the trickiest part of his body because they're on a really unique hinge. It's like two hinges that are set at 45 degrees or something. So what you want to do is lower the arm flat against the body while not connecting it back to the body so the hinge is still flat. Once that's done, rotate the arm. Move the hand so that it's facing towards the ceiling, but do it slowly. And soon enough, you'll actually be able to fit this into a little peg. So once you've moved the arm on that rotation so that the arm now stands up and the top of the fist is level with the top of the cab because we haven't pushed the cab down, now you can move that arm bit into the back area right in front of the legs that we just folded in. There's a little vertical clip there, and if you heard, listen again. We'll do it again. It's a tiny soft snap. So we're gonna follow through the practice on the other side. All you do is you rotate this little, come on now, there you go. Not that way. All right, make sure you rotate it the correct direction. It's got to be rotated so that the fist faces up towards the ceiling, away from the bottom of the vehicle, and it has to rotate so that on the back of the upper arm at the shoulder level, there is this little bitty slit. It's super tiny, or it's actually maybe in the front of the arm. But anyway, you feel around, you'll find this little bitty tiny peg hole for a tiny little vertical peg. And if you did it right, that tiny little peg hole will softly snap into place. Yay, we're done with the arms. Next up, the body. So, now we just, come on, there you go. He doesn't come out very far, but all you have to do is grab the head area and pull the body forward. It doesn't come out much, I'll let you know that. And be careful with these wheels. This is a really difficult clearance area, and I had you transform the arms like that because that's the easiest way I have found to get these wheels out without snapping them off. Don't forget, so you pull the body forward, you reach inside in the negative area behind the head, and you pull the wheels out until they snap. Now, don't forget to turn the head 180 degrees so that his face is facing up. I know, it's not necessary for the transformation, but I like to think of, like, if I'm a robot and I transform into a vehicle, do I really want my face with all those valuable sensory equipment just staring at the asphalt, waiting for a rock to shatter my, optics? No. I'll rotate my head 180 degrees to protect my optics and other valuable sensory equipment from the rough and tumble road. All right. So, now that you've rotated the head and you folded out both of the little wheels, you then collapse the top of the cab back down, and it will just kind of fold in place. It will take a minute, especially if one of your hands got caught up. And why are you down there? Ah, Lord have mercy. Go up there. I didn't even realize that it happened. Okay. So, make sure that both of your arms are sticking straight up towards the ceiling before collapsing the canopy down, or the front of the truck cab. Oh, don't pop your wheels up. There you go. All right. Now that that's accomplished, kinda, we can then attach these upper arms into the vertical pegs, the little pegs that are on the back of the truck mode. There we go. And there we go. Done and done. And make sure that you have clipped the arms in. You can always tell the moment the shoulder comes unclipped from the waist area, the wheel in the front will stop moving. And after you have accomplished all that, then you break the wrist. Just take the hand and fold it inwards towards the inside of the vehicle, and you will have a nice little truck boat. Look at him. He's so cool. All right. His truck mode is kind of neat, and we are not done yet. So next step on the truck mode is to attach his shield. It goes onto the bed of his truck. It's got 3 little pegs, and his truck bed has 3 little peg holes. Now this is a fun part. All you do, pick up his gun and split it in half. It is actually 2 pieces connected together to make a gun. It's really cool and unique. And once you've done this, feel around on the outside of the gun, like the side that would be the actual gun, not the side that's the inside of the gun. And you will find that there is this vertical peg hole. What you want to do with this vertical peg hole is you want to take it and apply it to your shield in the back. If you feel in the shield, there are 2 long slit little things on either side of the shield. So you want to line up the long rectangular hole on the outside of the gun piece with this long rectangular peg on the side of the shield. And once you've done that, they don't sit in there incredibly well, but they do sit in there to make it look like he's now some sort of F4150 or 4150 or something, like an F450. That's the word. A big old truck. You can even kind of carry. There. Look at that. He can even carry Cliff Jumper around with him. As sizing goes with Cliff Jumper goes from the back of his truck itself all the way to almost the front wheel. Like, this dude is literally a stud longer than Cliff Jumper, and we're about to show you that. So get our Huffer, make sure you go here, just like so, and sure enough, that is 11, 12, 13 studs long in his vehicle mode. And once again, Cliff Jumper is 11, 12. Oh, Cliff Jumper is also 13. So I don't know what I was measuring wrong there. Oh, no, they are the actual. I was measuring the back of the shield as part of that, and I shouldn't do that. Wideness-wise, this guy is actually a bit skinnier than normal. Let's see what we got here. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, 7 studs wide instead of the normal of 8 studs wide in this collection. So as deluxes go, he's definitely hitting the marks. Now, let's talk about the cool extra thing that he has before we end this video. So, first off, what you want to do is remove the gun, put it back together. Okay? Because we're going to do a special bit. And then, take off your shield off the back of this area. Set it off to the side. And then, grab yourself a trailer from an Earthrise Optimus Prime mold, or your Siege Nemesis Prime from Netflix, and it will plug in to one of the pegs that the shield plugged into. And there you have it. There's a Huffer with his ability to carry the trailer. I think that's neat. So as Huffer goes, his transformation is, I would say, a 6 out of 10. He is, well, no. A 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. The most difficult part of his transformation is moving the arms in such a way that they don't block the wheels. and moving the arms in such a way that you don't break the wheels of the that are stored under his head. Yeah, that's very important. You got to be careful about moving these arms, and that is the worst part about his transformation. And it's not even that bad. Just a little rotation, a little patience, and it's complete and it's done. And he's a cool little truck. Um, as figure goes, I wish they had done a few more things with him. So, in my personal opinion, he's going to be getting a a 6 out of 10. There were some, they could have put his arms in the forearm somehow, or made it where they left parts forming. Why couldn't we just take the hands off and store them? That would have been a parts forming I wouldn't have mind seeing, as hand storage. I mean, they do it enough with their Marvel Legends. Why not have the ability to pop this guy's hands off? Um, and yeah, other than that, this transformation's been a lot of fun. Some people have said that it's not exactly like the G1 version, and I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've actually seen G1 with my own eyes. Blind joke there. And so I'm not sure, but I did like his little cowl that he had around his head, made up of the truck top itself. It turned into a really cool little feature. And that's what I remember from the show, is that he always had this stupid thing around his head. Now, I do remember him in the show. I thought he had an extra little windbreaker thing on top of his truck, and actually found that I wish they, if somebody out there who designs stuff could set up a piece, a 3D printed piece that will allow his shield to sit like that. Because there's all these little, there's semi trucks in the roads in America that have they have a flat top to them, but they have this little thing sticking up on it to add to wind resistance, or you can even flip it around. But I store it on top of his vehicle, and then the grate goes above the thing. It looks like he's ready to just destroy. And chances are he's not, because he just complained too much about having to destroy something. Anyway, guys, I am Blind Prime, and this is Blindformers, and I hope you've enjoyed this program. Before I go, is Huffer about his price. He's currently available on Amazon. He's showing up in stores all over the world right now. Give him a shot. Try to find him, guys. You can definitely do it. I found mine for $19.99 on Amazon, and they're selling fast, and they're just a really fun figure, and we haven't really gotten one like this before. So go ahead, don't miss out. Get a hold of it while you still can. And I have been Blind Prime, and this has been Blindformers. And please hit that thumbs up doodle, and please subscribe. And if you have any comments or thoughts on the show, or things that you think I should cover in the future, please comment below and let me know. I much appreciate it, and I do enjoy communicating with my YouTube community. And on that end, I would like to give a shout out to Perspective End and Emperor Kumquat. Both of those individuals have really helped me out a lot when it comes to Transformers and understanding bits and pieces about them. Emperor Kumquat has really focused a lot on the comic books and the written texts of Transformers. And Perspective End is a unique toy reviewer that has a perspective that I quite enjoy. But until next time, guys, I am Blind Prime. Bye-bye.